your buddy Peace and Harmony here with you here today. I want to give you a new page to add to your recovery journal, and this is called your lessons page. We're doomed to repeat our lessons unless we've learned them. We're doomed basically to repeat our failures unless we learn the lessons. So as part of your recovery journal, I want you to write down on the top of one of your pages called Lessons Learned. And I wish I had my journal. In fact, someday I might get organized and get a whole sequence and list and put it up here for you guys. But hopefully you're following along and you're doing these exercises, because you're going to definitely see some results. One of the pages I want you to list is the lessons page. So in other words, what have I learned from this encounter? What have I learned from this relationship? What have I learned about myself? What have I learned about my emotions and how to control them? What have I learned about myself and who I really want to be with? What have I learned about who I really want to hang out with? And what have I learned about who I want to really become? Because chances are you've just weeded out the narcissist or psychopath from the type of person who you want to hang out with. Unless you want to go through the lesson again and again, you're bound to repeat it. So you definitely want to include a chapter or a couple pages where, again, you want to leave some open space in there for you to continue to add, because the lessons learned are going to be more than one, and you're going to learn them on more than one day. And the lessons that you learn or resolve are going to come to you over a period of time. So it's going to be I don't want to say maybe a lifelong process, but it's definitely going to be, a major process in your life to incorporate these life lessons. And, it's really for anyone who's having relationships or involved in a business or a career or having friendships. I mean, there's going to be lessons learned. However, what we're talking here is of lessons learned from this toxic relationship so that they're not repeated again in the future. So, one of the lessons learned might be I have to deal with reality. Reality meaning basically that, I'm coming to accept this person, and I'm now, learning that this is not how I want to be treated. I don't want to live a lie. I don't want to live this person's lie anymore. I want to live truth. I want to live my truth. So that could be your lesson. So write it on there. I want to live my truth. I want to embrace my truth. My lesson is I don't want to live a lie. Or my lesson is, I have to take time getting to know people. My lesson might be, I don't dive into relationships that quickly. My lesson might be, I don't just go after the good-looking guys or the good-looking girls. I don't fall prey to this. My lesson might be, I don't cross my own boundaries. I don't violate my own boundaries for anybody. So if that's a lesson you've learned, then you have to apply these lessons in your life. You absolutely positively have to make note of it. And unless you write it down, unless you, remember it, you can't commit it to memory. Oh, I'm never going to do that again. The mind forgets. I mean, especially if it's a new lesson, you have to repeat the lesson. You have to actually look at it, sometimes on paper. So that's why I'm definitely recommending you get you create this recovery journal. As I've stated, you get yourself a large notebook. I'm not talking about a, little tiny, like this, a large 8.5 by 11 where you can write large, you can write in big print. This is not meant to be perfect. This is not meant to be prose, where you're writing, the Shakespearean sonnets. This is your personal workbook. This is for your own personal edification and your own personal gratification. Where you're going to this and you're able to spill yourself out, stream of consciousness onto the page, without the censor, without a critic saying, you can't have that, you don't deserve that, you're not good enough, you can't do that. That's your inner critic. That is a lie. Those are all lies, okay? You need to separate between those. And I want you to really be more involved on, more of a stream of consciousness. What do I want? And just start rattling it off. Who do I want to be? Start rattling it off. Where do I want to go? Start rattling it off. Don't, limit yourself. Oh, I can only have 5 things. That's coming from a lack mentality. In other words, an I can't mentality. That's not the truth. Those are the lies. And oftentimes the narcissist or the psychopath has embedded that within you, has embedded that type of thinking, that type of foundation, which is erroneous, false, not the real you. Okay, the real you is not depressed. The depression is basically a symptom of a deeper cause, which means someone has put you into this sort of lack mentality. So I hope you can start to see the connection here. It's very powerful, and we're going to be working on this, but I want you to get it sooner than later. I don't want your healing to take 4 years before you're like, okay, I finally dealt with it and I can move on. We want this to take a couple weeks, months maximum. I mean, you're going to get stronger and stronger, but I want you to get to that sort of foundation of abundance and wellness and goodness and truth soon. This should not, I don't mean this to be like, it's going to take you 3 years, to get through this. I mean, I want you to work these tools, and I want you to understand the components that are active, that are creating this for you so that you can get through it. And so, in terms of, the lessons learned, what lessons have I learned? Write these out, stream of consciousness. Even if they're embarrassing, even if they're humiliating, you don't have to show this to anybody. You don't have to show this to your parents. You don't have to show this to your boss. This is for you, I mean, it's very embarrassing to be duped by somebody, but once you get that out on the page, you can say, aha, and this will never happen again. So you can start to put an end to it for good. I mean, that is absolutely the goal. So some of the other, remember, some of the different sections we have, and I will get this organized, but I want to give this to you now because I think this is very timely and it's very important. So lessons learned. I will never, I will not allow myself to be, broken down by, a sexual partner ever again. I'm raising my standards. I will not be manipulated sexually for any reason by anyone. These can be lessons learned, very tough lessons to admit, especially when it's ingrained in you that, this is a good thing to do or a right thing to do. When you keep paying the price again and again, and you're like, I'm not getting where I want to be in my life with this type of attitude. So it's like a total, change up. It has to occur. It has to occur little by little, and it'll get stronger and stronger and stronger. Yeah, it's going to be sad. Yeah, the tears are going to come. Yes, it's embarrassing. Yes, it sucks. These people will take years off your life, especially if you've had a psychopathic parent. Oh my God. I mean, they will try to own you for life. They will try to limit you for life. Marriage the same way. I mean, they delight in nothing more than getting you to be completely insecure, afraid. You're so cute. Oh yeah, you're so cute. Yes, you are. Nice smile. You're so cute. There's this really cute puppy there, and I wasn't gonna put them on video. Don't worry, video's facing this way. You're safe. So, those are absolutely part of your journal that I want you to create, and I want you to become a part of. Yes, we're downtown here, Love and Life. I want you to, learn these lessons and really start to apply them and really solidify them so that you can move on and start attracting to your reality a healthier person. Love you. Peace and harmony here with you here today. Please share and subscribe for more great tools, videos, and discussions.